Hello and welcome to the Busy Man's Guide here with Paul Adams on this beautifully sunny day. Now I'm just going to do a quick spin around. We are in a secret location today. It's not that secret, but we are in an exclusive place. As I'm walking around, we are at Heatherden Hall, which is part of Pinewood Studios here in the UK, where films like James Bond, the Carry On films, and of course Star Wars have been filmed. So we're at a private club called the 5 to 9 Club, which is a monthly get-together here on the lot at Pinewood for people to network. And that's pretty much what we're doing today. So we've got some musical acts on today. I'm playing a little bit country, and Francesca Luca, who's just also signed to BFS Records, which is the same label as Little Bit Country's on. Now I'm going to do a quick pan of everything, and maybe we'll get to meet some people as well. So aren't you the lucky ones?
Walk through the fire, the sound of a lion. I found my way back.
Hello, I'm Kevin. I'm the resident stuntman.
Hi, I'm Niche. I'm the resident nobody.
Oh no, that's you can't say that.
Hi, I'm Niche. It's my first time here.
And I'm the Magic Man.
Is that it? I am the Magic Man. And who's this? Who's this lovely lady here as well?
I know who I am.
But I know, but my viewers don't know who you are.
I'm Barbara.
This is
and
Barbara.
I work with Debra.
And who's Debra?
She's the person that sorts it all out.
Bear in mind that I cannot shuffle. This is my 5-year-old shuffle.
I thought you were older. Let's go to my own joke. Start dealing card. You haven't finished yet.
Oh, okay, go on then.
Easy. Start dealing cards onto the table. And whenever you want, you can stop. But if you want to shuffle along the way, that's fine. But the
Okay,
cards
cool.
can come from anywhere.
Mix it up a bit.
So if you want to take some out in the middle, that's fine too.
Let's do that. Okay. Is it alright if you put 3 down at a time?
You can put as many as you want. And then when you're done, stop. But make sure you've got some cards left. Cool. Have a look at the card that you stopped at. Show the camera. I'll look away.
Okay.
Cool, happy with it?
Yeah.
Cool, put it back. Cool, and then shuffle everything else on top.
Oh, you like everything else?
Yeah. So that card is now somewhere in the pack.
It is indeed.
But not even you know where.
No, I don't.
No. This is where the fun takes place.
Okay.
When you're done, put your pack down here.
Yeah.
Cool, so this is the first time that I'm touching your pack, yes?
Yeah.
Cool, what I want you to do is go through the pack that I was using, take out the card that you looked at.
Okay, yeah.
I'll do the same, and then put that card face down on the table, the rest of the pack face up. Coincidence. Yeah. Do you believe in coincidence?
I do.
Do you believe that everything like kind of happens for a reason?
Yeah.
Did you feel influenced in any way the way you were shuffling?
No.
No? That's random.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool, what card did you get? 9 of hearts.
Yeah.
That's got to be random. Here's the thing that will keep you awake at night. Even though we both shuffled differently, the card that I looked at was also the 9 of hearts.
Okay.
And that's magic.
Oh, wow, that was magic.
Rise doesn't mean nothing. 'Cause when you rise, the world is distorted. And sometimes there's no more I can breathe. But somehow I'll grow a pair of wings. So please don't burst the bubble when I open my eyes and let you inside. No, you won't get in trouble when I cry all your tears for all of your years and all of your fears.
So, we met each other
Over guns.
at the media production show. We bonded over slime,
Yeah.
essentially.
Basically, I had my hand in. This is the
And I
real
was
side.
like,
I did my hand in.
put your hand in, go on, put your hand in.
Yeah, so they had red guns that looked like blood and then all the other stuff. And then we got talking about how, because you do all sorts of events.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, I do it like lots
and
of
it was just like, right, we need to get magic and guns and
like, yeah,
everything and make it happen.
together. And then we just started chatting and I really liked
So
him.
coming soon, the Gunge Taxi.
How you doing?
Oh, what was
Not too bad, how's it going?
Yeah, good, thank you, man. I'm filming you. That's right. So tell us who you are and what you do at Pinewood. What's the deal?
What's the deal with me? That's a good question. Who knows what the deal is with me? I've worked here doing various things with different companies in the past. Last time I was here, I was with doing the Christie's, which is going back a few years ago. I've remained good friends with a lot of people here, including the gent what's behind the camera now, Paul. And he's got something more in common with me than what he even realises. Now I'm dating a young lady from Ohio.
This time I need to change for you, 'cause I can't hold on to this silence.
Yeah, it was ever since I was a child. I was always really hyper and that, and I used to drive my mother mad. I was always like just jumping off things and climbing always, you know. And I remember her saying to me, "You make a great stuntman," and you know, that stayed with me, you know. And it's something that's never left me, something I always wanted to do. And I've always been very physical and that, and I do a lot of training and that. So I had to do something where I could release all my energy, you know. And I looked up stuntman courses and things. Eventually, the time came when I knew it was the right time to do it. I looked up a really great agency. They had a great resume. And they've done all Bond movies and things, you know, superhero movies, you know, fantastic stuff. And it took off from then because it's a great time now because it's all action movies. We're in an era of action movies, so it's a great time to be a stuntman. Absolutely, yeah, I love it. If you feel it's in you, if you feel like it's a real physical being, absolutely go for it and chase your dream. Yeah, if you really have a dream, don't give up.
Terry Ackland-Snow, production designer. I've worked here at Pinewood off and on. I've travelled the world. I did Batman here, Supergirl here, the Bond films here.
Wow.
And a film called Death on the Nile. So I did those pictures, but I travelled abroad a lot. I was in Jamaica for a year on a film called Papillon. And then I worked on another film called The Deep in Bermuda. That was another year and a half. And then I also did the Rocky Horror Picture Show at Bray, to name but a few, and was Spectre Malls I did. And the carry-ons as well, not all the carry-ons, but one carry-on. And don't ask me which one it was, because I can't remember. You design the sets, and you pick locations out, and you're supposed to give an artistic view of what it is to the director. And the director might say, yes, I like that. I like what you showed me, or he might say, no, it's not going to work. But generally, it does work, and what a lot of people don't know is that you've got to work with the mechanics of doing a set. You know, it's got to have the right things in the right places. It's not only just designing, making something look lovely, it's also to see that it works for the script and of course the camera. Because it's creative and it's nice, you can invent things, and it doesn't matter, it's nothing better than seeing something that you worked out and designed and then it's being filmed on. Once it's filmed, it's on there for life. Because it can be torn away, but it's still there on film. I think Jack Nicholson was the one person I did like very much indeed. When we were doing Batman, I mean, he was a nice person. But I worked with David Niven was lovely. Peter Ustinov, Betty Davis. On one film I did with her, she wasn't very nice. Second film, she was wonderful. So she was. You had to call her Miss Davis. You wasn't allowed to call her Betty Davis. But I remember that I went down to see her because I thought there might be a problem. And she said in a very English way, "Are you Peter Merton?" I said, "No, I'm his number one. He's out on a location." And she said, "What a pity." I was going to say, "What a lovely set." But Peter had done it, you see, so it was good.
So you said you knew Sid James?
Yes, I did.
So what was he like as
a very nice person, but when we were doing the carry-ons, of course, that was sort of in between when he was doing other shows. But he was very good. He always had like a carry-on cowboy or whatever it might be. Charles Altree and all that sort of thing. But he was a nice man. And his wife, when he passed away, I went to Australia, and when I was there, his son was there, and his mother lived here, Sid's wife, of course, in Gerrard's Cross. And we used to come in here and have a drink in the bar. But now, of course, since the new security's up there, she can't get in.
Oh, really?
So I don't really see her very much now.
Well, if she's watching,
Yep.
so you can get in touch. So, did you do anything? So before you came into film work, had you done any other jobs before?
No.
So it's always been.
No, I tell you a little history. My father was, and my uncle were studio managers at Denham Studios. Then it folded, and then my father started with his brother Percy, a company called Ackland-Snow Limited, which built TV sets for years and years and years. Of course, my father passed away, and he took my twin brother took over, and now he's retired.
So it's always been in your blood, film and TV.
Always.
It's great.
Always.
Stuff. So what does the future hold then? So what have you got planned that you can tell us?
Well, I think that what I do here now, what happens is I got so many young people come in and say they're art directors and things like that, which I know they weren't anywhere near it, you see, because it took me a long time. So what I did was to start a school off here called FDI. Okay. And I wanted to get young students to learn about the film industry, who you have to talk to try and get work and that sort of thing. I have about a 95% success rate with them all working, but of course the business is good at the moment. It's all word of mouth, this industry is, and I think that what you've got to do is to look at credits on films and television, and then contact them. Get the right book, which is all the contact numbers and things, and do it. It's cold calling.
Yeah.
And it's a rotten thing, I know, but we've all done it. We've all had to do it. Cold calling, and it's sort of like, you've got to take a lot of knocks, because they suddenly say, well, not this time, or well, I'm all crewed up now, or whatever. But you never know when that particular person you've been to see meet someone else and say, oh, if you're looking for someone, I know someone that you could, and that's what happens. What I do like is that young people to be absolutely prompt, reliable, and of course they can draw and drive.
Yeah, driving's important.
I'm afraid it is, because that's quite an important, at their age I'm talking about,
Yeah.
Not so much when you get older, of course it's not so important, but then when you get older you can afford a car. It's one of those catch-22 situations.
Yeah.
But I've got some of the students here now, and I think it's nice for them, because I say to them, this is Pinewood Studios. Everybody you see here are film people. It doesn't mean you're not going to say, I'm going to get a job from it, but you're being seen in with the right people.
Exactly. Couldn't have put it better myself.
No.
Thank you very much, Terry, for that.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Kaplan.
Erika Marks.
And what are you guys doing here at Pinewood?
We are actors.
We're studying at the Actors Studio.
Actors in training.
You're a real actor.
Actors? I'm an actor.
You're an actor. You're an actor. He's an actor.
All actors are still in actors in training, aren't they? They're always.
Always.
You're always learning.
Like musicians, we're all still learning. So.
And all struggling in our own way.
How long have you been here?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. And what do you think?
Oh, it's
amazing.
awesome.
Don't make me go home.
Really?
Yes.
I live here. I can crash here.
I could easily.
Where is home?
Chicago.
California.
Midwest, yeah.
Midwest. Oh, okay.
LA.
Same difference.
Los Angeles, yeah.
Yeah. So how are you coping with the cold weather here at the moment?
The cold weather.
It's colder in California. I don't know what happened.
because they got all the air conditioners on.
Okay, yes.
That's what it is.
And then
I sleep with a fan next to my face because I'm not used to this.
Living in luxury. My apartment is just a sweaty hellhole these days. There's no AC, no fan.
I bought a little fan. It's like
that's not on top.
it's the only thing that cools my apartment.
See, that's where it turns into a trick.
So is there any end to the course or?
Next week, yeah, we're shooting
week?
short
Oh.
reels.
Yeah.
Wow.
When the
Ah, so we're going to see you on film soon.
That's it.
Yeah,
And you can
on the
feel
small
it.
screen.
Yeah.
One day on the big screen.
On the big screen, the biggest of
The
screens.
huge screen.
We'll see you on here first, though, won't we?
Oh, true.
That's it.
First.
My name's Debra. I run a company called Webra. I've been based at Pinewood for 10 years and we are 11 years old yesterday. We produce lots of different entertainment products, but we specialise in animation. We've got a TV series in production. We're just in post-production for a feature film, and we have other projects in development that'll be cross-platform. So they will cover games, books, and TV shows to go with it.
Have you met any interesting characters along the way?
Well, there's a guy called Paul Adams that I met about 7 years ago. There's been a bright sweetheart.
Who's that?
One day I'll introduce you. Terry Ackland-Snow, always loved to sit and listen to his stories. Terry is like a pillar of, film there isn't a blockbuster film that he wasn't responsible for the art direction on. Listening to all the backstage stories that happen on Batman and the Rocky Horror Picture Show and Aliens and the Dark Crystal and Labyrinth. It's just, I could sit there and listen to his stories all day. The 5 to 9 was started back in December 2009 because people here at Pinewood were always busy during the day, so we didn't get a chance to catch up and socialise, network, and we thought, well, rather than sort of all go home at the end of the day, we would organise the dates that everyone can get together once a month, and it's been going quite a while now.
Any memorable moments?
Well, I think Barbara quite liked Christmas about 5 years ago when Paul sat on her lap, swooning a lovely, I can't remember, New York was it? Or, there was a very swoony song that he's enjoyed, but it's been good over the period. It's nice to see everyone, and we've got a nice group of people that come together every month and enjoy themselves. There are some quite big things, but unfortunately on the NDAs I can't say anything. No, but watch this space. There's a lot of very interesting things going on.
Hello.
Hello. How do you think it went?
Really good, but I'm now knackered.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's a lot of brain power involved. Yeah, especially with tricks that long. Normally that one I do like 5 or 6 people.
22 was a little bit.
20.
Yeah.
Is that how many it was?
I think that's what Ray said, but
yeah, 22.
It was probably about 12.
Yeah, more than normal.
Yeah.
But I always like pushing my boundaries.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
So give us a shout out for your YouTube channel.
So on YouTube, search for the MagicMan London. It's exactly the same for Twitter, Instagram. Yes, MagicMan London.
So there we go. That is the Busy Man's Guide for another day with me, Paul Adams, here at the brilliant Pinewood Studios. There's Debra and Harriet at the back, cuddling.
We're tired.
They're not tired.
Long day.
So it's been a really, really nice day. You enjoyed yourself, Harry?
I had fun. I always have fun here.
If you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do below and follow all the links that I've put below. And remember,
Stay sharp, stay focused, and stay busy.
Stay sharp, stay focused, stay busy.
Stay sharp, stay focused, and stay busy.